Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another action figure review. Malik here, and today we are going to look at Mystique by Marvel Legends. This figure stands 6 inches like all your standard Marvel Legend figures, and of course, first look, it looks really very nice. I must say it's one of the best female figures that have released so far. It looks really very gorgeous. It's the way Mystique looks, in the animated series, in some of the comic books that we've seen, and of course, this is Jim Lee style Mystique. The new X-Men Wave figures have been really very good, and I'm definitely very pleased with this figure. Aesthetically, of course, there are some gripes with some of the accessories which came along with it, but apart from that, the figure itself is really very nice. Let's take a closer look at the figure now. So as you can see, the face sculpt is really very nice. I'm not so sure whether it's a reuse of any of the previous figures, but then the way she looks is really very nice. And of course, the age looks good. She's not like very young like Rogue or Kitty Pryde or any of them. She's one of those middle-aged characters, and of course, it shows in the face. She's a mature woman. And yeah, speaking of the paint, it's very clean. Mystique is doesn't have a very complex paint job. The base is all blue. I think the whole figure is cast in blue, and the white is painted over. It's very clean. And the one thing I really like about this figure regarding the paint is that they've bothered to give us some kind of wash for the hair. So as you can see, it's like a bright red here, and there's a darker shade towards the end of the roots. So that's a plus. And the sculpt on the crest, the skull crest on the forehead is also very well done. And yeah, her lipstick, the eyebrow, the yellow on her eyes, all very clean. There's no any bleeding of the paint on any part of the figures. And the details on her belt, so this is a floating piece, so you can move it around whichever way you like. So wait, let me get this in focus. Yep. So you can have it tilt to one side, the other side. So that's good. That's a plus. We're not restricted. And her articulation is all the standard Marvel Legends articulation: shoulder, elbow. So there's no like bicep cut or anything. And we have her, so the wrist, so there's a torso articulation, so you can twist. It's quite okay, So then she has a thigh cut, leg articulation, double jointed knee, and ankle pivot. So yeah, she has the same generic body as most of the other Marvel Legend female figures. Let's take a look at some of the accessories she came with. So she came with 2 sets of guns. So one is this small gun. So we've seen this sculpt a few times with some of the other characters. So this is molded in some kind of like a metallic gold color. It's quite okay. So this is the small gun, and this is the big gun. So I think this is some kind of like grenade launcher. I don't think it's a grenade launcher. It has an ammo drum, so which is removable. Let me show you. Whoop. Okay. So can you remove this? It has a few bullets in it. That's nice. That's a nice detail. So you put it back in. So I'm not so sure whether this is a new gun that we're getting, or This was already issued with some other figures perhaps. So if you know which figure it came from, let me know. So if it's a new one, then that's really very nice. The details on this is really very good, but it's quite flat, you know. I would have preferred some kind of paint on this, maybe at least, you know, like a wash and some kind of maybe like metallic dry brushing rather than just one solid color for this. She comes with a 2 set of extra heads. So as we know, Mystique can morph into anyone that she wants to be. So they've given us this rogue head, so which is like a two-face kind of thing. On the left side, you know, it's blue with Mystique's face, and now on the right it's Rogue's face, Rogue's hair, bandana. Okay, so this head sculpt the same as the one we got with the original Rogue figure. But this paintwork is really very nice, really cool, really nice addition. So nothing new, it's the same head sculpt, but just the paintwork is different. We have the blue, the yellow, golden eyes. So the second head that we came with is of Professor X's, one of Professor's girlfriends, I guess. So her name is Lilandra or Lilandra. Not sure how to pronounce that, but yeah, that's her name. But this is a really nice head sculpt. So of course she doesn't have any body. So from what I've seen, most people have been using this with Sable's body. So you know, one of the new release, Silver Sable. So you can use her body with this head, or you can make your own custom figure. So make your own custom body, and you can just put this head on top if you want to have your own Lilandra or Lilandra figure. So for size comparison, here's Mystique with some of the other X-Men Marvel Legend figures that I have. As you can see, she's almost the same height as Cyclops and Rogue. So this figure is actually the standard 6-inch scale. And of course the Bishop is a taller figure, so of course he stands taller than the rest of them. And as we know, Wolverine is a shorter and more stubby. So the scale is really very nice for these figures. So should you get this figure? Yes, absolutely yes. She's definitely a great addition to this new X-Men line of figures that Marvel Legends is giving us. Great job by Hasbro. I mean, even though she, you know, shares the same generic body as other female figures, but then this it's really a very good figure. I mean, it's okay, you know, there's no harm in like reusing the same parts again and again and again, but then if it does justice to the character, that's what it is. So I have no complaints about this figure except for the few accessories we got, especially the guns. And of course it's quite a hassle to put that gun on a hand also, without, you know, you need to really twist your fingers and thumb around to get the gun on a hand. So that's you know, those people who don't like to fiddle with their figure that much, that's definitely a minus. But apart from that, this is definitely a great figure to have. So if you like this review, share, like and subscribe. That's that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.